Hey guys, what's going on? So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to remove your emblems from your car. This can be good for any emblem on the front or any on the rear. It's basically the same process. You basically just want to heat it up and just take a little pry tool. I would suggest to get a plastic pry tool instead of a metal one, but this is all I have. Also, if you're doing the emblems on the back of your car, all you need is just a little piece of fishing line, so you can just sneak it behind the emblem there and just work it out. And I'll show you the guys that after this. But what I'm gonna be doing is just heating it up with my heat gun right here. If you don't have one of these, you can basically just use a hairdryer. It will take a little bit longer because they don't get as hot, but it will still work for you. If you want to take any of these emblems off of the back, it's basically the same thing. They're just adhesive on the back of these letters or emblem that you have, and you'll just have to take some fishing line and just run it underneath while it's heated up. So then you can loosen it up and just take them off. So on some of the emblems, they do have this piece of plastic that will stick up to help it line up. If that does happen, you just have to work around it. But if you are taking them off of the back of your car, I would suggest if you're putting more back on, you want to put some painter's tape, kind of mask around it so you actually know where to put them back on if you're replacing them. But if you're just taking them off, just clean it up, and yeah, there you go. Alright, so I don't know how hard this is going to be, but first of all, when you're just doing this, you want to take your heat gun and you want to do it on this lowest setting first. And then if that's not good enough, all you have to do is just crank it up. Yeah, just take your time when you're using any metal prying tool. You don't want to damage any of the plastics that are around your car. So just take your time and be careful. And look at that. That's basically the reason why I'm changing it over. It's just nasty in there. So we're going to be replacing it with a brand new one. Should be looking pretty nice. Alright, so just go ahead, grab your heat gun, put on low setting, and warm it up. And also just make sure that you don't overheat the plastic, because it does have a tendency to actually melt if you do actually make it a little bit too hot. So just be wary of that. If it does start melting, stop heating up. Simple as that. And after doing this with a heat gun, just try and keep the heat gun moving. You don't want to concentrate on one spot, because then it will overheat it and melt it as well. So don't do that. Just keep the gun moving and you should be fine. There you go. So I guess it came off a lot easier than I thought it would. So yeah, perfect. And we're just gonna go ahead and clean all that adhesive up, and we'll just install the new one. Alright, so first of all, I'm just gonna heat up the area there, and then just use my prying tool just to get all the bulk adhesive off. And after, I'm gonna use some Glue Gun with a microfiber towel and just clean it up, try and get all of the adhesive residue that's on the emblem there. And we'll clean it up and we'll slap on the new one. Alright, so I went ahead and grabbed my Glue Gun. This is actually specific for some automotive usage, so I'll put a link to this in the description if you guys want to grab some. So basically, we'll just spray it on there and work it in. So you want to clean this as good as possible. You want that new adhesive to stick to a nice clean surface so it gets a good and strong bond, so you don't have to worry about it falling off. As you guys seen before, there is a little tab on the bottom of my Subaru rendering. There is a little tiny hole, and it's right there. Yeah, and we'll just line that up. If you don't have a nice hole to line up your emblem, just try and get it as center as possible. And yeah, when you're ready, just peel back the adhesive and then stick it right on. Mine also has this nice groove around the whole emblem here, so it'll sit actually fairly flush and straight, so there's really nothing you can do to make it go wrong. Peel back the adhesive and line it up. Alright, and then just give it some nice pressure, about 30 seconds here. Alright, there you guys go. It's a quick and easy install, and just look at that difference. night and day right there. That's seen a lot of miles in sun, so I'm glad to be getting rid of that. Don't mind my bumper. I'm gonna be definitely redoing this. There's a lot of paint chips, cracks. It's just terrible paint job. If you have a Subaru, you probably know this issue. So I'm gonna be redoing this whole thing, stripping off all the paint and doing it properly. And yeah, that'll be coming for the future for this car. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So if you guys wanted to do it on your own car, it's actually very simple and definitely does make a huge difference for your car. So I definitely advise you, if you do have old emblems, you can make your car look fresh again. So there you go, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Please press like, and if you guys want to see more, make sure to subscribe. So we'll see you guys in the next one.